Hello, everyone. So it's your buddy Isaac, and yes, I'm coming back to Harry Potter,
Right. That's enough
or
spectacle for one
Hogwarts
day. Class
Legacy, I
is
should say.
dismissed.
So, how is everyone doing? Yes, I did start doing this game a while back. So it's going to be interesting coming back to this.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
That duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
That's intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
I mean, that's coming from the
Pleasure chatting with
Slytherin, of course.
Sure, I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Yeah. I actually started the Let's Play of this a long time ago on the Xbox. And then restarted it on the PlayStation. Now, I grew up with Harry Potter. Now, I know the author has done some very controversial stuff, but I always try to divide the art from the artist, especially with, at this point, I think we can literally say that Harry Potter has gone a little beyond just the single author, even if she does still have some say in how it goes. But that's just my personal opinion. Is that a cat? It's a cat. It must be petted. Kitty! It is the weirdest looking kitty ever, but it's still a kitty. Ooh.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Yes, Professor?
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit.
It's actually interesting they have a professor named
What was it you
Hecat.
said? Some ruins?
Especially
I'd
considering
wager there's a
that
good
the
deal more to
Roman
your
goddess,
travels
one of the
here than
Roman
what you've
goddesses
told
of
me.
magic is Hecate.
Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan mentioned
Professor
that.
Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now,
Sweet.
regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Nice. We should probably ask some questions.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes.
Oh, that
Professor
makes
Sharp
sense. You
asked
don't want to
that they
really,
have a couple of
give everybody their
particular
recipes.
on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There
Transfiguration.
is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker.
Which begs the question,
I
how
trust
old
no
is
one else
Mr.
to pair me with
Ollivander?
a wand.
He was making wands as far as
I'm
back
eager
as
to get to
this.
Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first
And he's
visit
still
to the village with a
old.
classmate. Help you get your bearings.
Is this man an
Perhaps
immortal?
Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai.
Then again,
I've
this is,
noticed
you
you
know,
spending time with them.
Harry Potter. This is, the wizarding world. I can't say I should be
I'd like to go with
surprised.
Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables on route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's
AKA
assignment,
Mr.
your friend will meet you at
1800s
the castle
gangster.
doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Ooh, butterbeer sounds good. It's actually kind of sad because last time I went to Universal Studios, I don't think they had the Harry Potter thing open yet. And, of course, I'm broke, so I can't go, which I'm sad. But it is what it is. But yeah. Not much of a difference in looks there, but all right. I'll take the extra armor.
Revelio.
We need an Alohomora for that. We don't have. We have not reached that point yet.
My uncle knows Kagala.
Yeah. So I've actually have mentioned this before, but I am a pagan.
There you are.
I had a friend of mine on a live stream ask me, like, "Hey, can you do my card reading?" And I was like, "Well, no. One, I don't really do that unless it's somebody I know in person, because A, you never know, you might learn something about somebody you don't want to know, and B, I just think of it in terms of, like, it's one of the things I would recommend is not getting a reading from someone unless you know them personally. Because there are a lot of scammers out there. So there are a lot of people that'll try and sit there and go, "Oh, yes, you'll get that devilishly handsome boyfriend with like 200 grand a year," but in reality, it's like the cards don't work like that. If anything, like tarot cards, oracle cards, and stuff like that, the way they actually work is they kind of give you an idea about yourself. Like, what's your mindset? What kind of mindset should you be trying to cultivate to get your goals and what you're trying to achieve? For example, A lot of times when I do readings about the channel, I usually end up with things that saying, you know, hey, you've got the skills and the drive to do it, but you have to be mindful of your words. You can't act out in vengeance. That kind of thing. So
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
it's
Indeed I
interesting,
do,
really.
and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an
And is a
eye.
cantrip in D&D.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you
They're
up
doing
with
a
your
little late
peers.
dusting of the
A number of
BFC
your
2000
professors
here.
have agreed to do so as well. But first, each shall ask that you complete
Always
a
take
few
care of your stuff,
preliminary
everybody.
tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some
Good idea
for
to take
today.
care of your things.
See them through and then report back to me. We will have you
Plus,
casting
we gotta take
Reparo
care of the
in no
BFC.
time.
She's our workhorse. Without her, we can't record anything.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
That and this computer did cost me, you know.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
It cost me a pretty penny.
Leviosa!
I'll take that.
Got it.
Haha.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Come here, you.
Some kind soul help me? If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Are you alright?
Yes, yes,
Don't
whatever.
you know who I am? Do you
You're a
know
small
Peanut?
fry.
The girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent souls here. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is.
Uh-oh.
I was hoping someone would want to play. Are
Wait,
you
what?
familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Sounds awful. Yeah, no wonder people got rid of it. It's like, no.
I haven't much interest in a game that sprays you with odors.
Only if you lose, which I never do. Or at least, not often. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is
Or,
one of
you
the
know.
worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
I'd have done the same.
Sounds as if you caused the smelly situation and they responded accordingly.
I didn't make the rules. Anyway, I can't work out how to
Yeah,
get
but
them
it
back on my own.
doesn't mean
I
that
don't think I
they
know
have
the
to play the
necessary spells
game.
yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
I got a better idea. Just get regular freaking marbles. No. That sounds like a better choice. Like, I'm sorry, but they're so mean. They took away my.
I'd better keep an eye on
stones
high
that
places
spit
around the school for
nasty
Zenobia's
stuff on people.
gobstones. Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's
You-
gobstones. I hardly
You
saw all the
don't
fuss
say.
Black is with
It's a foul-smelling liquid. Here's an idea. Instead of, you know, insisting, oh, well, it's their own fault of losing, instead of having gobstones that spew you with something nasty, Try and see if you can get a set that actually spits like something pleasant. Oh no, I lost, so I got spewed with lavender. You know, something nice smelling. I think people would be a lot less inclined to go.
Better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Then I'm pretty sure people would have a lot less inclination to be like, no thank you, little girl. Then again, the wizarding weird world is just weird. Like, their idea of games is just weird in general. Just saying. But yeah, you know, this does remind me of
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
seeing Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in theaters, which was weird, honestly. For those of you who didn't know, like, I was not raised pagan. I was raised Jehovah's Witness, which is an exceedingly over the top
She put a bow truckle under my bed, and I know it.
Christian cult, which I straight up call them a cult because it's pretty much what they are. There's kind of an extreme doomsday cult where they literally live in fear every second of the day, pretty much. They're taught from the day they're
Revelio.
There's some cases even before they can read, like, oh yeah, the world is ending and you have to
I'd
Be
better keep an eye on
prepared,
high
because
places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
the world could end at any time and blah blah blah. Basically your average doomsday cult. Like, they really try to keep you on your toes 24/7. Which is not good for your mental state, honestly. It really isn't. But they're also heavily isolationist. Like, they literally see anybody who comes that's not a witness as a source of potential corruption
I'd
against
better
God,
keep an eye on high
basically.
places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Yes, we know. You don't have to keep saying it 3 billion times. So just
Do not judge us.
as a point of reference, right? The Jehovah's Witnesses actually evolved from a group in the US called the Millerites. Who they themselves actually kind of evolved or came from originally.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for
The
Zenobia's gobstones.
Mormons, not the Mormons, the Amish, or what would become the Amish, pretty much. You know, minus the absolute hatred of technology and that sort of thing. But they did, however, believe that like any kind of movie, music,
Accio! That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go
like
and
even
see
your
her.
clothing and all that stuff is heavily controlled. Needless to say, the thing that actually got me out of the witnesses was, strangely enough, how my parents kind of treated other people. You know, when you're taught over and over again that LGBT
I hope
members
you've
are
had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
evil sinners
Hello,
that want you to
Zenobia.
turn against
I
God,
found
and
all
it
your
turns out
gobstones.
that
Really?
you end up with a bunch of friends
I didn't
from the
think it was
LGBT
possible.
community.
However
They're not
did you do
terrible
it?
people.
Common
You
sense
start
and basic
to
magic.
have a lot of questions.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
They are yours.
Of course, they are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
Terrible idea.
That's a horrible idea. No one wants to get that awful stench all over them again.
Why not? Gobstones are splendid fun, and now everyone knows the rules. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
I'm sure somebody else will take those same things. But,
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Reparo.
Oh goodness, you need to practice a bit more, I think.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too.
Reparo. Revelio. Reparo.
Yeah. I think some people might ask, like, don't you play with Ouija boards and stuff? I'm like, no. No?
There's something in there. I just know it.
I'm not
Hello,
looking for
Lenora.
any problems
What are you
myself,
looking at?
thanks.
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason.
Yay, British
Something
speak.
more to this.
Balmy potty.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brain.
Bald
for long
eagles all
enough.
the way.
I hope you'll
Okay.
have better luck than I have.
Lumos!
Do come and find me if you stumble.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Why would anyone bother sending it?
Accio! Lumos. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so... Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Mm-hmm.
Hogwarts always has another thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I definitely like habitual
I knew there
line
was a
crosser.
connection. I should tell the Nora that I solved the puzzle.
It's honestly kind of hilarious that our military guys and gals have some pretty hilarious commentary.
How many hours?
Now I saw a flying page. There you are, flying page. You cannot escape me. Hello, what do we have here?
Oh dear. I shall get...
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian.
Uh-oh.
You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
Flying books.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Are you sure about that?
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Oh no! There is nothing that a teenage girl wants more to not be flying around.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
To be flying around is their diary.
Accio! This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
We're just gonna casually read it. I'm sure she won't mind, right? Now that I think of it, I've always heard of people keeping diaries, but I just never, for the life of me, I never particularly liked doing that.
Accio!
Come back here, book. So. We're missing 1 book. Begs the question, where is it? Locked. Means that it has to be on the top floor. Aha! I see you. Come here. And that's the last one.
Book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
One day I'll get a...
Here's your books
Hello,
back.
Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you go.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin.
I mean, if most of your spell works in
Thank
Latin, you
goodness
probably
some people
should.
are trustworthy. Certainly.
Family and I travel somewhere. Love to see a dragon.
I wouldn't. I'd like to see a dragon in the flesh. Ah, yes, giant winged death monsters. I totally want to see that up and close in person.
Hello, looking for me?
Revelio.
Button armor. Hi, Natty.
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
Uh-oh. Let's have some fun. Look, everyone, outside! The thing I will never see.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Why?
Yes, I had planned
Well,
to
I'm not a
extend
fan
an
of outside
invitation to you myself.
activities.
I
The
thought
only
you might
reason I
enjoy
go
a better
outside
day
is
in
for
the
video
village.
games or
The
food,
timing of Professor Weasley's
or usually
hour
to
was
hang out with
perfect.
friends. For work.
I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really
That,
call
and,
it
you know,
elective
outside if you
when
want to
your
do a lot
mother
of
was
things
the one
costs
who
money.
elected that you take it.
Especially the stuff I would want to do. Like visit museums, go see
Hogsmeade is beautiful this time
stuff.
of year.
Yeah, I'm kind of the weird
Everyone
one.
will
I
tell you to
like
visit
looking,
at
going to
Christmas.
history
But
museums,
that's one of the few
especially.
times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
The thing is, like,
Oh,
everybody
I do not
else,
mind the
even
cold
though
so
I am
much.
kind of a weeb,
It just
everyone else
has
wants to
taken
go to
some getting
Japan,
used
and
to.
it's like, I'd rather go to
I did not
Egypt.
grow
I want to
up
see the
around
new
snow.
Museum of Cairo.
Oh, wait, over here.
All these other places, you
I
know?
often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at.
Of course,
but
do be
students,
respectful
you can also use
of
them
all
in potion
things.
making.
we have way too many streamers that are just going around being obnoxious little turds.
Look,
Like a certain someone who just got arrested in Japan and
Hippogriffs.
convicted for like 3 years.
I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Hey, hippogriffs! Duckbeaks!
Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs.
Absolutely.
Likely already named them.
That's the forbidden forest on the left. It's off limits to students. as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors
What do you
claim it is
think?
too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over
I
the
mean,
crest.
let's see.
Past that ruin.
Werewolves, monsters,
I would spend all of my
giant
time
spiders,
exploring
among
if I
other
could.
things, you know.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're
Vast
relatively new
variety
here.
of things that want to
She
eat
said that?
students.
She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls. How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my
Moonstone.
homeland, but it is beautiful here too.
Collecting herbs and
Getting out of the
moonstone.
castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it
Kitty.
will for you too.
Must pet the kitty. Ooh, it's a calico. Kitty cats. Meow. Speaking of cat. My cat. Everyone's furry little overlord. Bye. No. Yes, everybody loves their moon pie. Oh, purr, purr, purr. Come here, baby. Hmm? Come here, buddy. There we go. Mwah. Kitty, kitty, kitty. There we go. Shoulders hits.
Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Meow.
Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new
Meow.
fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying.
Hey, oh, kitty, kitty.
I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon. A demiguise. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state.
Acquire some more moonstone.
Nearly there.
That
There is
actually
much to
does
see
come
outside of the castle
in
walls, not
handy
just
later on.
Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty. Thank you.
The kitty. Meow. Meow.
And here we are.
Meow.
It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeyduke's. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you
Revelio.
need. Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcraft, some seeds, and...
A new wand.
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished.
The town center.
Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
Okay. There's Mr. Ollivander's. There's the tomes and scrolls, and there's the potion.
broken glasses than I care to count.
Kitty cat. Meow. So many friendly kitties.
Levioso's stupid.
So many friendly kitty cat.
Merlin's blooming beard. Not again.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish.
That's not a good sign.
How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it.
Ooh, no, no. That fireworks display was a no.
Not at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try.
Swing it and...
Oh, goodness.
Uh-oh.
Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes.
How long have those wands been there that there's cobwebs?
Here.
Cobwebs on the top shelf.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
I mean, not that this really matters, but you know.
Phoenix feather. Exceptionally rare. And a core, what do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. and the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
My advice when deep.
There we go.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Revelio.
I'll take the potions guide.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
Yeah.
It may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake.
Especially in the Harry Potter / Hogwarts world, yes.
Destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we?
It actually reminds me, I have a book on teas and herbs.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
That's one thing, is my friend always complains, you read stuff all right, but you never read anything that's entertaining. It's always how-to books or things on herbology or it's like, well, you see.
Well, hello there.
Yes, I guess if things go to poo, I guess I'm the one that's gonna know everything, right?
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year.
All right, let me make this
take
tea.
it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts is a 5th year.
Which I actually do like a nice tea. I love a lot of tea, actually.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
But it's honestly hard to get a hold of decent tea in the US. It really is.
Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop. The Magic
Something I
Leap.
kind of
I keep the
learned
cart out
from
here
my
because I like a
parents.
good
See, my
chat.
dad is ex-military, so he always got dispatched to England.
I suppose not.
After he got a taste
In addition to seeds, I have
UK
plenty
tea,
of plants.
every time
Not
he came
everything
over to
myself.
America, it was like,
My
why does this
speciality
taste so
is
bitter?
potion
My mother
ingredients.
couldn't understand
Even
until she
Pippin
actually went
purchases
over.
from me. But what
So my
say we
parents
get you a
used to
packet of
pay to
Guinnesses?
import tea from the UK to
Let me
their
guess,
to home.
You're after something fresh.
So I grew up on tea from the UK.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
But I'm not gonna lie, yeah, it's kind of a little hard to get decent tea. Now, I haven't had tea that's been particularly bitter, even here in the States, but I have found now that you can get a hold of the old brand we used to do, which was PG Tips. there actually are a couple coffee shops in the area, mostly in the major city of Pensacola, like 30-40 odd minutes away. But that's a bit of a long drive for tea.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here. Thomas
now that I look at it, it's right next to my genealogy book. Yes, I have one of those.
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
But you will soon
Weird
enough.
thing about my dad's side of the family, they're kind of weird.
Purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity. But that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look.
That's actually a weird thing about my dad's side of the family.
Shall we?
Not only do they have a genealogy book, but it turns out that my dad's side of the family comes from
feel free to take a look around
nobility in the UK. They were actually the Dukes of Suffolk at one
that's
point.
Everything. Better go and find Natty.
That's what my mother always
said. But it's also very unlikely, I think, though, that my dad would be like from the direct line per se, because my ancestors had a lot of kids. Lots of kids. But strangely enough, his family actually had a direct link to helping found the United States as well. Like our ancestral cousins, the Carrolls, aka William Carroll, was one of the 55 men to sign the Declaration of Independence. And there happens to be an Isaac Darnell that used to serve in the Virginia militia during the conflict alongside under George Washington, among other people.
I have everything.
So, fun
I see
fact.
what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally pick one.
Uh-oh. That's not a good sign.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Of course, there's always another troll. Run, little kitty, run!
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to wear him down! Arresto momento!
Accio! Levioso!
What was that?
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
I like it! Do more of it!
Go down, you bugger.
Protego!
Look! He's faltering!
Took him long enough.
We need to make sure he stays that way!
Go down, you big brute. Well then.
Goodness! A second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose
Yes, ma'am.
so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Repairer.
Hello there. A moment of your
I will see what he wants.
Repair this.
Revelio. Accio. Repairer. One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
The fact that a student has this much power.
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
Wait, is that a cat? No, kitties are not for shipping, they're for petting.
Revelio.
We were just talking about you.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls.
And
not to
my
mention your help
very
restoring
weird
Hogsmeade
hair.
to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes. In thanks for what you did today.
That's far too generous of you,
That's very
sir.
kind of you, Mr. Hill, but I can't accept robes that I didn't pay for.
Nonsense! I insist! Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
There we go.
What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. I would say that we, and you in particular, have earned at least one butterbeer.
Yes,
Shall we head to the
please.
Three Broomsticks?
Sounds like a good idea.
Wonderful. Just down this way then.
I sell even more battle-worthy items, should you be inclined. You're most welcome to the room.
Shop in your shop is if I has a pleasure, thanks.
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch.
Accio.
Verb. Ah, yes, let's totally follow the very weird man in the top hat. There's certainly no evil here.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere.
Yeah, they've probably
let's get
seen
inside the
Run.
3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
Hello.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before.
I don't know.
Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are...
Speak of the devil.
How timely.
Out of Mr.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me.
If not, with the bartender.
My friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Watch me.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
I think that now might be a good time to head back to the castle.
The fact that they didn't just wait for us out here at this point.
I am certainly glad Sirona was there.
And that she isn't intimidated by thugs like Rookwood and Harlow.
I want to understand what's going on, and I hope you will tell me. But for the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley will certainly hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. I don't want her to worry.
Yes, yes, back to the common room. Anyway, I think this is a good time for us to end this video. I don't want it to get too long on you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time. We'll probably have more Hogwarts. We'll have more stuff. You know, I'm trying to finish some games, especially since a certain somebody, Mr. Rollmaster, keeps complaining, "You never finished games." He's like, yes, I did. I just finished Call of Duty. I just finished Bunch of other stuff, okay? Me. But I hope to see you guys next time. Stay safe, my friends, and take care.